This year's Geneva show, an exciting new model appeared for the first time. Beautifully put together and bursting with technology, it had hardened heights dribbling with desire. But I'm not talking about the new Mercedes A-Series Super Mini. In fact, I'm not talking about a car at all. I'm talking about this gorgeous gadget. It is a digital camcorder which, despite being no bigger than the average Jeffrey Archer, can produce pictures of broadcast quality, unlike that antique, which is the size of Jeffrey Archer. It comes, of course, from the same clever people that gave the world origami, bonsai and the monkey bike. And now the masters of miniaturisation have a new micro motor, the Daihatsu Move. Movement comes courtesy of a dinky 3-cylinder 12-valver with 42 Shetland ponies pushing the front casters. You may scoff, but if I squeezed it till the pips squeak, I'd be in serious bother. And it will accommodate 4 full-size grown-ups in comfort. No, really. Won't it, lads? And because it only takes up the same amount of London as the average American tourist, it can be slotted into spaces more mundane motors couldn't manage without the need for a giant tub of Vaseline and a shoehorn the size of a garden spade. Just one question. Why? Well, because the Japanese government say so. If you live in Japan and want to buy a new car, you first have to prove you've got somewhere to stick it. A bloke comes round with a tape measure, and if you haven't got the room, you can't have the vroom. Except that you can, as long as it doesn't exceed 3.3 metres in length or 1.4 metres in width. Although, obviously, there are no restrictions on height. You could quite happily wear a top hat in a Daihatsu Move, and let's face it, you might as well because, well, you couldn't look any more ridiculous. The Move is a car designed by a civil servant. How about something grander? Moving on up, you're moving on now. Moving on up, nothing can stop me. Moving on up, you're moving on now. Time to break free, nothing can stop me. The Grand Move isn't so much the Move's big brother as its second cousin twice removed. It has the floor pan and 1500cc engine from their long-in-the-tooth charade, but with a shiny new set of caps. Grand Move is bigger in every department. Much more of a car and much less of a glorified golf cart. Inside, it's positively limo-like, isn't it, lads? Would you just look at what you get for your money? An airbag for the driver and the passenger, remote control electric mirrors, air conditioning and alloy wheels. It's a little car with big ideas. But it still feels, well, cheap. So it's just as well that it is cheap. Just $13,500 for this, the Highline model. And without the bells and whistles, a very affordable $11,500. Although Grand Move is really nothing new, Move is. And at $7,700, the automatic is easily the cheapest around. If you try, you can get 50 miles to the gallon. But do you really want to try that hard? I don't think so. No, for the same reason that we won't think of raw fish on a cracker as lunch, the Move won't make a big hit over here. And wouldn't you really rather have a chic Cinquecento or a funky Ford car? I mean, I love undersized toys as much as the next overgrown boy. But if we're going to have miniaturisation for its own sake, then it should be clever and sexy, like the camera. It should remind us of James Bond. Unfortunately, it only put me in mind of another government operative who's a big hit with the ladies. Ladies under 5, that is. You see, some ideas just don't travel well. Take Pat. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's only got 3 fingers. And as far as the Japanese are concerned, that means that he's been through the initiation ceremony of the Japanese mafia. Makes you wonder what's in all those parcels, doesn't it?